again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, there's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. Let's turn our attention to Derek Favors, tough interior defender, drafted third back in 2010 after a year at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Ernie, 6'10", but with tremendous strength and a 7'4" wingspan. He can guard 4s and 5. He's not an elite shot blocker, but overall, he's a pretty good defender. He brings a lot of toughness inside. I'm interested to see how his game progresses.
Thank you all for joining us. It's time to go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yes, sir.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Utah Jazz come in for this one. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and courtside, Doris Burke. And in Chicago to start out. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Favors plays the 4 with Cantor at the 5. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Good on the shot.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
On defense, Chicago. And here is Burke. Now here's Favors. Hayward with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Gordon Hayward unable to reach an agreement on a contract extension with the Utah Jazz last season. So instead, it played out in restricted free agency. A player with a lot of admirers around the league. A big raise, certainly a given for him.
And for Hayward in a contract year, upping his rebounding and speed his passing rate, but his shooting numbers did take a dip.
I think that's the key for Hayward's future. Kevin, he's got to be very consistent from the perimeter to become an all-star. He's already such a terrific all-around player. But if he can be really solid from the perimeter and consistent, look out.
On defense, Chicago. Burke kicks to Cantor. From 10 feet out, and that one's good. Burke. Burke's got his first bucket in this one. Now Chicago's gone 4-2 from deep here. And it's Rose penetrating. Banked in off the glass.
He's off to a good start. I mean, he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
There's 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
Chicago making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Dishes to Favors. The Jazz working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Burke can't get it to go. Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Burke, the pass to Burks. Here's Cantor. The Jazz with another miss.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Here's Rose. And Cantor pulls it down.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Good open look, and he splashes home the three.
The Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. They set the screen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Derrick Rose, the 2011 MVP, but major injuries to his knees have cost him most of the last 2 seasons. Only time will tell if he's able to reclaim that elite status in the NBA.
And you recall Derrick Rose had some knee issues at Memphis as well.
Yeah, nothing nearly as serious as what he's encountered recently. But hey, he's only 26. Even if he doesn't win another MVP, I think he's still got a good chance to be an impact player, a high-level impact player, even an all-star going forward.
Rose hits them both.
Well, the Jazz really struggled last season. Maybe the worst defensive team in the league, and they weren't a lot better offensively. Some of that you have to attribute to youth. And quite honestly, it's impressive they were able to win as many games as they did under the circumstances.
Favors. That's good.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here. Gibson setting the pick for Rose. He feeds it to Gibson. No good. And Utah the other way now. And you look at the free throw attempts for the Jazz. Steve, last season, their lowest number in decades.
Well, driving inside and getting to the line, normally a staple for Jazz teams in years past. So you have to think that they're looking to get back to that this season. Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Outside Rose. A floater, and it's good on the way. Rose has got 8 points.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Here's Burke. Butler with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Rose with the ball. They get it back. Tries again, and he gets it to go.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Burke kicks to Burks. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
Well, the effort was there, but just couldn't quite find his way through traffic.
Double team on Rose. Here's Dunleavy. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. Got to get their defense in gear.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Jazz trailed by 6. Burke kicks to Burks. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Chicago leading by 6. Rose attacking. That's good. Rose Rose has got 10 points in the game.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Utah's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Burke kicks to Burks. The pass to Cantor. He dishes it to Burke. Jazz passing it around. Like it's 6. Burks can't get it to go.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And now it's a double-digit lead. And that's 12 points for Rose.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Ball's not loose. And Favors kicks to Hayward. Here's Cantor. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range for obvious reasons.
Jazz trailed by 10. Burke dishes to Hayward. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Hayward's got 6 points.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Bulls have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Outside Rose. Gasol's in the post. He's against Cantor. And Derrick Rose gets the 3. 15 points in the game.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now here's Burke. Cantor, the pass to Burks. On the high post, and Utah again with the bucket. Rose with the ball. 15 points in the game.
Alec Burks, really known as a slasher coming into the NBA out of Colorado. His outside shooting is questionable. He's put in the work. He's a solid three-point shooter. Still young, he's only going to get better and better.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Taj Gibson. Johnny Snell's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Heinrich in for Rose. Here's Exum. And Burke at 6'6", good quickness and ball handling ability, Clark, and he can play points in a pinch.
And you know, Kevin, the Jazz asked him to play there at times in the past. Combo guard skills with legit shooting guard size. That's a lethal pass.
Now, here's Exum. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
The Bulls leading by 7. Outside. Pass to McDermott. And there's the 3-second violation. Jazz trailed by 7. Now Exum. And Booker kicks to Hood. Down low. Here's Exum. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Now here's Heinrich. On the shot clock. Deflects the pass. Puts it up from 12. Nice shot by McDermott. McDermott's got his first points of the game.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here's Exum. Evans, a screen on Butler. Novak dishes to Exum. This one for 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Here's Heinrich. Snell kicks to Butler. Good if it goes. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big bonus for them in the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls lead by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that mid-range shot? They've been very good here early.
Trailed by 9, and now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, Trevor Booker is out there with Jeremy Evans. Then there's Steve Novak. Then it's Exum, and it's Hood in at the shooting guard position.
Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. Force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Here's Noah for Dante Exum's bucket. And he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, just piling up points in the paint.
Kicks it to Novak. Pass to Exum. Here's Hood, guarded by Heinrich. They set the screen. Hood can't get it to go.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Now here's Heinrich. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Mirotic. Rebounded by Exum.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Mirotic, Clark, the first ever two-time winner of the EuroLeague Rising Star Award. Certainly one of the most accomplished European prospects to enter the NBA in quite some time.
And you know, Kevin, his game has been compared to Dirk Nowitzki or Danilo Gallinari, and both of those guys are pretty versatile, high-quality, highly-skilled players. So Mirotic stretch power forward with really good intangibles.
Here's Exum, following the basket by Kirk Heinrich. Here's Hood. The feed to Evans. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Hood. Now, a lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
Chicago making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic. Dunleavy comes in for McDermott. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Tony Snell. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Derek Favors checked in for Trevor Booker. Hayward comes in for Jeremy Evans. Alec Burks checked in for Hood. And Trey Burke subbed in for Exum.
Unfortunately for the Bulls, home court advantage really didn't do much for them as they dropped their first 2 games at home and were bounced in the first round. Another example of why home court advantage is desired, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything in the playoffs. Matchups drive results.
And here's Hayward following Kirk Heinrich's three. Here's Burks. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago leading by 10. Rose up on top. Burke covering. The kick out to Rose. And stolen by Burke. 4-on-3 break. And keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Derrick Rose has become increasingly deadly with his floater. He developed it earlier on at the park. Rose said, when we used to play in the park, there were no fouls. So that's why I shoot the crazy shots I do. Because I knew I was going to get fouled, but I still got to make the shot. His blacktop creativity is paying off, gentlemen.
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. Burks can't get it to go.
Well, the Bulls ran into a solid Wizards team and lost in the first round of the playoffs. It looked to me like he might have been more down. I think a healthy Bulls team with a little more depth is definitely a threat to go deeper this season.
Now here's Burke. After the miss from Joakim Noah. Novak misses.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting. Doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Now here's Rose. 15 points in the game. Noah in the post. Knocked loose and stolen by Hayward. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
And that's what happens when you get all five guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Jazz trailed by 6, moving it up. And here is Burke. Passes to Favors. 11 feet away. It's a big Ike Carson goes in. Favors got his second bucket. Here's Rose. The dish to Dunlap. Back to Rose. Dunleavy the best to Gibson. To end the drought. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And you love the concentration. It's hit, but stays with the play.
He showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Some changes for Chicago. Saul comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Butler in for Kirk Heinrich. And a switcher also for Utah. Cantor's checked in. Well, free throw is off from Gibson.
Well, you know, Taj Gibson was the 26th pick back in 2009 coming out of USC. And boy, what a get for the Bulls. He's a defensive-minded big man who can defend the 4 and 5 positions. He's also got a very reliable mid-range jumper.
Offensive rebound. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Hayward.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now here's Rose. He's got 15. Gasol inside. He's against Cantor. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And for Taj Gibson, 6'10", 7'4" wingspan. That length helps him make him disruptive. Excellent defender and shot blocker.
Burke with it. It's covered by Rose. Here's Hayward. Here's Favors. Now here's Rose. Burke's covering.
I believe just froze on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Burke kicks to Burks. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
So it's Utah now, trailing here by 8. Hayward pitch to Burke. Here's Burks.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Butler kicks to Rose. Offensive rebound.
That's just tremendous. You love to see a smaller player who can mix it up inside and handle himself in the paint area.
Here's Hayward. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Hayward's got 10 points. 1:36 left in the first half of basketball. Outside Rose. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Butler from outside. That's good. 7 points in the game.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but he will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Utah calls timeout.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunlap. Utah also making some changes. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Favors. Hood comes in for Burks. And it's Exum in for Burke. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. There was one other thing he talked to them about. He told them to move with purpose on the perimeter, use screens, and find those open outside shots. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's Rose. He's got 15. Feeds it to Mirotic. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Mirotic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now here's Exum. He's got 6. Dishes it to Booker.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
They get it again with the second effort in the layup by Mirotic. Mirotic has got 4 points this quarter.
So that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Bulls as they end the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Derek. And Derek, what are the most important things you've done defensively tonight to help your offense improve?
Testing their shots. They're a great three-point shooting team. We're just testing, getting out and run. That's our favorite thing to do. Get out, run. You got big second runs, shooters on the floor, so open the floor up a little bit.
Derek, always explosive in transition. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. So far, we'll see if that changes here in the third.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. 15 points, and there's a nice number in the assist column as well.
Yeah, it is a nice number. He's taken it upon himself to really find his teammates and to get this offense going.
D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, with Derrick Rose out of position Jazz again look to run their offense through Joakim Noah in the high post. He assisted on almost 25% of their made baskets when he was on the floor.
Defender was in his jersey that time, Steve, and it rattled him. Clearly he was not comfortable at all on the release.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Jazz trailed by 15.
And Noah last season becoming the first center to lead his team in assists in 2 decades. Rallying 14 assists in 1 game. And that was the first time in 35 years a center was able to do that.
Now here's Hayward. He kicks it to Burks. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. The shot's good from Cantor.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
The Bulls leading by 13. And Joakim Noah, the highest assist average since Vlade Divac over a decade ago.
And he became only the 5th center in NBA history to average at least 12 points, 11 boards, and 5 assists per game. That's pretty impressive, partner.
For Utah, they've got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming up block at the break.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Now here's Rose. 15 points in the game. The kick outside to Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding.
Utah calls timeout.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there. A bit uncomfortable. Wanted to talk it over.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The pass to Burks. Shoots from the baseline, and it's Gasol with the rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
For 3, Dunleavy. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Burke with it. Noah picks him up. Pass to Hayward. Six to shoot. Favors against Gasol. Favors can't get it to go.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting. Doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Chicago leading by 12. Outside Rose. To the wing right side. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rose. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Rose has got 17.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The Jazz are 2 young, talented big men in Derek Favors and Enes Kanter. The question has been, can they play together?
I think you've got to give it more time to see if, in fact, they can play together. Because ideally, they would be a formidable duo, particularly at the defensive end and on the glass. And you don't want to give up on that possibility at this point in time. In today's NBA, you got to have some spacing to be effective. So you got to add some shooting if those 2 guys are going to be effective together.
Go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Quinn Snyder this season taking over as head coach of the Utah Jazz. Snyder said the fit is terrific. He loves player development. Certainly a nice compliment to this young roster. Snyder's road in the coaching ranks has been a winding one, but he said the adversity he's faced has made him a better coach and a better person. Gentlemen,
His time has come, Doris. All the makings of a great coach. Thank you.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either. As good a foul shooter as he is.
And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Guys, Enes Kanter, coming into the NBA as a player who can score inside and out. He's still looking for consistency in his jump shot. If he can hit the mid-range jumper consistently, that should help him favor share time on the court.
Here's Burke following the score by Derrick Rose. And that one's good. Burke's got his second basket of the game. Chicago leading by 12. Outside Rose. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And for the Jazz, as last season wore on, more and more they started alternating Favors and Kanter to minimize their court time together. And that wasn't the initial idea. They were actually hoping to be able to play those guys together. And I still think they've got to continue to try to pursue that goal. We'll see if they can mesh better on the court with the passing of time.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
The first one falls.
Chicago really struggled scoring points without Derrick Rose, and that's understandable last year. And against the West, it was even more difficult.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for the Bulls. And both free throws good for Dunleavy. What you said about the Bulls, guys, just a very tough time scoring against the Western Conference, which would be their downfall, Steve, most games.
Well, they shot right around 42% from the floor against the West last year, and that put them in the bottom 3 in the league. So you're just not going to get away with shooting that poorly.
Snell's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. The Bulls leading by 16. Heinrich outside. Outside Butler. Back to Heinrich. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Good by Noah.
Well, his shot's been pretty accurate today, but he has not had his usual share of opportunities.
Jazz trailed by 18. Burks with it. He's got 6. Evans. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Heinrich. So he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, it's funny, Clark. Some people thought that Joakim Noah was considered a bust when drafted by Chicago.
Very premature assessment of that young man. I tell you, you talk about having to eat crow for those who felt that way. 2-time NCAA champion, Noah has now rightly become revered as the heartbeat of this scrappy Bulls team, an All-NBA and All-Star, and also an All-NBA defensive player as well.
McDermott's checked in for Chicago. Utah also making some changes. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Favors. Hood comes in for Burks, and it's Exum in for Burke. He hits both from the strike.
Well, Noah has that boisterous, playful personality. I think his quirks maybe threw people off early on, but he's a wonderful teammate. He's unselfish, and I think more than anything, his unguarded personality has sort of helped him connect with his teammates.
And the Jazz call time here.
And for Noah, who is really gregarious and outgoing off the court, getting between those lines and his intense competitiveness becomes apparent. He's locked in and all business. Fierce competitor, laser focused on winning. He's not worried about making a few enemies in the process.
And the Bulls making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. Brings the double team. On the wing, Evans.
opponent. And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now here's McDermott. Kicks it to Snell. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 6 to shoot. Here's Mirotic. Sinks that one from the post. Mirotic has got 6.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots, and the other team just a bit stagnant.
And the shot is good. Here's Heinrich. He's got 5. Pass to Gibson. Back to Heinrich. To the left wing. To the peak. Poked away. And stolen by Hood. Here's Booker. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Gibson sends it down.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Now here's Heinrich. Bank shot. No good.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
Exum picks to Hood. There's the pick. Down low. Here's Booker. And Gibson sends it back. Here's McDermott. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. McDermott's got 5 points so far.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Heinrich. It's Novak from outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Heinrich outside. Heinrich inside. And there's the beat to Snell. 6 on the shot clock. There's McDermott. And the Bulls, another 3.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been palms away ever since.
Now, here's Exum. He's got 8. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Hood. The Jazz again can't hit it. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls running away with it. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Oh, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between two teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
Chicago.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Here is Hayward. Burks. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. And they're really pushing them around physically at this point. Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Now, here's Burks. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, he's been been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys.
Chicago's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Left side Rose. This is it to Noah. Well, the popularity of the three-pointer at an all-time high. Stephen, I'm sure you can appreciate that. The league even discussed adding a 4-point line. What about that?
Please, make this go away, Kevin. I mean, it's just crazy. It's way too extreme. I think even the three-point shot is probably overdone to this point. So I would say 100% no, I'm against the 4-point.
Bulls have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And it's good. 23 points for Derrick Rose.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Brooks checked in for Dunleavy. Utah also making some changes. Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And Ian Clark subbed in for Burke. Jazz have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Clark kicks to Gobert. There's a screen. Now here's Burks. He's guarded closer. 5 to shoot. Hayward from outside. That one goes. Count it.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in the second half. I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
Now here's Butler. And it's Rose penetrating with the fadeaway. Shot is no good. And it's Utah the other way. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's the three. And the Jazz, another three.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court as well as a small ad at the top of the backcourt. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
Here's Clark. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being allowed for locally broadcast games.
And I think that makes sense, Kevin. Viewers probably see it more than they would see stitching on a player's jersey. And I think keeping the ads off the court and the players is a good line to draw. I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Kept alive. Nice shot by Gobert.
Had no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Rose lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Rose has got 12 points in just the second half. Utah has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Clark kicks to Cantor. To the inside. Gobert dishes to Cantor. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clock at 6. Clark the pass to Burks. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Now here's Rose. Into Noah. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Clark. They set the pick. There's the dish to Burks. A shot by Hayward. Wide open. And the Jazz, another 3.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
The Bulls leading by 21. Outside Rose. Unloads. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Rose got 8 points in the quarter.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Clark kicks to Cantor. Feeds it to Hayward. Over to the left wing. Burks dishes to Gobert. Gasol with the defensive effort.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Brooks the best to Rose. Outside Rose. Corner shot. Just fine on the clock. It's Chicago with another bucket.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Clark kicks to Hayward. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gasol's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Brooks outside. Dishes it to Butler. He kicks to Noah. Rebound, Utah. Gobert got his first rebound on the night. Here's Clark. He's covered by Rose. And Gobert kicks to Cantor. And he jams it with authority.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. When he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
And the shot is good.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Now, here's Burks. Knocked away. Butler with the steal.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Rose. And a big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now here's Rose. 6 to shoot. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Utah's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Clark, covered by Noah. Here's Clark. Here's Burks. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Exum. To the right side. And that one's good by Novak. Heinrich outside. Off the mark. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Val, this win was punctuated by some quality defensive plays. How important is the defensive execution to your success?
Well, defense is going to be always our motor. If we get some stops, we're doing a good job defensively, everything will be okay from that point on. So we just got to continue to emphasize our defense.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Derrick Rose.